Zoro wants to keep running. The side will put him down, but it only takes the Aegis the Immortal. VP.
Naku, lakad mo to, tol!
Normally. That meta force him back. Now GY actually taking more punishment there, but Yip holding up his vision. Nice block off. Traps actually TB into there, and he does get a fairy fire off, but the first blood is going to be drawn by GY as we put DB down.
Doing now on Womi, they can do a lot of damage on Ragdoll.
Skuji comes in, and we don't have a cell. We have some damage coming in, and with the swarm coming out, we've got to kill Womi. And maybe LYM too.
Does he get this? He's got Shikuchi back in one.
Yeah, double kill.
Hey, about that game. It's just
too much.
About half health and such a free kill.
DB called a little bit forward. GY wants to get some poison attacks coming in, but we do have the Metamorphosis to add some extra damage. GY might go down for this, but Yif is looking to get some pressure back on it. Add the poison coming in. More poison attacks needed, but Metamorphosis can only do so much as it fists of Shaker. He's got the enchant totem and he's got the damage and puts TB down as he comes back. DB has to do the walk of shame. GY gets the TP back like a champ, and Ragdoll get another. Then maybe in mid lane, Azura, he gets no space out of it. If TP leaves the lane, that means everybody else can rotate mid, kill your Tinker, you can TP in Varesh, and I think you're just about to die too. As we bring on in, get the Boundless Strike on, trying to get a kill maybe on the Weaver with Thunderstrike, get a little bit of vision, but no, it's going to be a double kill with nothing in return for Army Geniuses. But DB has been kicked out of his triangle again, and now it's just Ragdoll making so much space and control, and Varesh has to be careful here. See, Echo Slam, it's just going to be used. Straight away, the first chance you get, Double Sun comes out, Static Storm just leveled up at the end there, but what can it do? It allows Miles to get his arena down, maybe allows him to get a kill, and Yip gets the enchant, a little bit of damage on the back with one more Vibe Strike and a picture coming out. He doesn't die. LYM will get, actually the missiles get a kill, but LYM, he will be killed because of it too. And can Tinker even survive here? Torrent is going to land. Earn is on him too. The boat arrive, and I think we're going to punch his ticket into the ground.
It's where Ragdoll are running at your head so much that you might not need to blink in because they're going to be on top of you anyway. At least that's the thinking for what
like this. Yep. Block, in stun, into arena, keep chieftains up in the middle of the Static Storm. Alright, damage is going to be adding up for just a little bit. We've got Double Hood coming in. GY already arrived, got himself the length Vibe Strike, Never Strike, every single strike he's got, and the damage is adding up. Wukong's is going to keep him in the lower ground for now and forcing DB into the middle of the boat. Weaver considering if he wants to go on for the TB, who doesn't have Sunder leveled up yet, but he is holding a point just in case he needs it, but he doesn't have the mana to go with. LYM not as happy as he just gets Poison Strike down, but he might actually survive as he does dodge a lot of secret damage, does survive, but can Womi do the same thing? Azura finally here with the missile damage coming on. There's another missile coming out, but it's level 1. Rearmed, so it takes so goddamn long, and BT faded. He's got armlet, but he will not toggle it as he goes down to Azura in the mid. Slowly setting up, I don't know, for something, yeah, okay, Tinker's gonna come with defensive Wukong plus missiles plus something else. I don't really know, but Weaver's gonna find you in the backside with a swarm. He does catch out the Disruptor in the trees. If we're gonna get the swarm coming out, still gonna be there, but one kill can be done on Weaver here. Goal comes out, Mid's gonna be there. Womi actually does get the arena onto RJ, who does have the Aegis, so he will be back. So the arena is being used and won't be back, but BKB actually picked up by DB, who rushed it, ready to fight, but he can't do much more with the Viper Strike. Forces him back, and maybe they can get RJ here. They're going to pull him back in. One more glimpse of the damage they've got from this TP. He will use off some of it, but can he use off all of it? As they want to kill him, they've got Defense Matrix on the TP to keep him alive. Yip is going to find him in the backline. Echo Slam onto 2, and it's going to be enough damage to kill him and not lose anybody on Ragdoll, even get themselves LYM out of the end of it. Like, jump away, not get caught out himself, as Rush is going to be running, but he's going to be caught by the X, and the boat coming on into Disruptor, but DB is waiting in the high ground, Defense Matrix up, and pops the Metamorphosis, ready to go on in. Forcing back, BT Faded Missile is going to be flying, but nobody yet is dying on Ragdoll, as they find LYM hiding in the trees, cut it down, and put him in the ground.
These issues, like the smoke game coming out from Army Geniuses right now.
Oh, found at least. Oh, it's menu ping again. Maybe not as valuable as last time, but still, he's gone out of it and knocked out like 5%. VT Fader X himself. Do they know about it? Can they actually capitalize on it? No, he's going to be able to walk away like a champ, use his Shadow Blade to get to a safe positioning, and guess what? Roche is up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And both teams are about to know about it. LYM does get a stun on the GY, gets a nice little spear as well, but the fissure is going to break up your combination as LYM jumps into the boat torrent combination and everybody just dies. Metamorphosis is feeling a little bit awkward as VT Faded is running at you in the high ground, Xing up the stinker, so he can't even get away himself. We'll be able to blink away. Torrent's a little bit mistargeted, but maybe DB has some damage in his pocket as he can try and manage the fissure, but he can at least sunder up Arjit for now. Kinetic field, keep people back. GY going to be slowed down by the reflection, and damage coming out from DB will be enough just to get them one kill on the Viper, as the missiles will be working on BT Faded. Just going to get TP in the X and maybe force himself back on the side of Army Genius as they can work on sentries, maybe work on the vision. But right now it's about the Roche pit, where it just seems like Ragdoll are about to work themselves. And getting shown bottom. How greedy does Azura get? Yif is waiting.
Play there, yeah. He has to be so careful.
Oh. Do they know that Earthshaker's left? They're going to keep sending missiles. I'm going to glimpse back in Arjit, trying to get damage off. He doesn't have a BKB, he has heals, but he also has time lapse, so he's back to being about half HP. Missile going to come in. Metamorphosis has already been used. Azura is not coming back, but Yif is not leaving the bottom lane. They've got themselves a spear on GY. They got the 4v5 fight that they want. As GY's dead, BKB's been popped. They need to find a few more. As Azura is going to TP onto this Mars and maybe get some more missiles and some damage. Cancel TP, going to move more of the laser and the damage, and Metamorphosis is still there. Beach Fade going to be slowed down, but Kong's command isn't on anybody. Wormy's dead, but he's done what he can do as we're glimpsing back in menu ping, but we cannot get the control to get the kills here. These Invis, these Shadow Blades, everything they've got is way too crazy, and LYM almost cleaned in one hit. Will be X. Actually, no, it's DB who's going to be X and has to actually man fight here as the Metamorphosis is almost down. Defense Matrix comes out. Metamorphosis is done in a couple seconds and maybe need to go back at this point. BKB is still there for DB, but it's going to get physical damage. The Aegis is popped for now, but the Torrent is going to keep him in place. Blades comes out. They got silence from the Myth, but it's the Echo Slam, it's the Static Storm, it's keeping everybody back, but it allows DB to get the Thunder off the BKB. They've got one, but they haven't got themselves BT Faded yet. Saved by the time left up, but we will be able to pull Arjit back in with one more glimpse, but Wormy fall back for this fight, trying to get a steal, will not land as Azura going to use him as a TP point at this point, just keep on sending in these missiles, trying to get some kills, trying to keep some pains, and trying to force everybody back, or even save LYM, who stole the DD rune to keep them from having it, so they couldn't break high ground if they wanted this fight. Pulling back in the X on the Wormies, BKB finally popped again, as the arena should be up in 9 seconds if he can just survive that long. Another time lapse again from menu ping, a spear back, doesn't connect with any trees as Wormy is dead just before his arena comes up, as Varesh is going to try and TP out, will just be able to make it, as DB, he will not, as he gets pulled back in as a more valuable target. And with the missiles, the only save and the sun are going to be there. He's going to make him work for it by going to time-lapse off all the damage he can do. As Army Geniuses lose 3 and probably some buildings in their base too, without losing any heroes literally again.
Yeah, and the worst part of that is it's a Kunkka. He'll be back in 20 seconds, and they might just not have Lim.
LYM. He's gone. Alright, Moby's going to jump in. Does get hit by the Leshrac Ag, but we're going to BKB to pop on top, and now Weaver isn't even dead. Static Storm's going to actually come off. Weaver's back to full HP. Laser's going to come back in. DB needs to hit something. Does get Sunder back to full HP. And Arjit might go down as they need a few more hits. They finally got menu ping. The spear pulls Arjit away, but Yip is just cleaning up. This Earthshaker gameplay is so good. It is so clean, and we got a triple kill for Earthshaker. They're just ready to march up the high ground again, but for now, Army Geniuses are not leaving. They found G1, they've got a combination they need, they just need to control, they got a Static Storm, they want to kill this Viper first, bring the thing, but menu ping again! Time lapse away, big heavy pop on GY, and so far nobody actually dead. Pulling back in the glimpse to get somebody in the middle of the fight, but we've got more big heavies, we've got more damage, and we've got enough physical damage to finally kill menu ping, but he's done his job. Double Echo Slam onto DB, deleting your TB, allowing Tinker to TP out, but 4 are dead as Ragdoll a margin, and GG is just goddamn cold as Ragdoll take game 1.
Yeah, and honestly, you can't blame them. Like, this was a very clinical game, through and through.
Phantom Assassin.
Your hero. Make the ultimate choice.
Yeah, I have a feeling Ragdoll should win both the side lanes here. Like, Spirit Breaker against PA is quite comfortable. Mid lane, though, Arjit manages to get a stun and get the kill. 0-3.6, and obviously, he starts with 7 armor.
Fit faded. A little bit pressured. Brand Maze will go down, but hit nothing. as he is absolutely fine. Top lane is a goddamn mess as we're going on the Yif again, but last time we went for it, didn't go too well. Maybe this time it'll work a bit better. Yif probably looks like he knows he's going to be dead, so trying to take something with him, but the sun is way too long as DB is able to get first kill on the board for Army Geniuses as GY is very tanky, going to be slowed down with a few more daggers, but the TP out in front of your face means it's just going to come back with full HP and mid lane. Okay, thank God. We'll get faded out. Arjit in mid, looking to pressure up some tower himself. You're going to help out. This is a catapult coming in, but they pull it on in, and GY. Top lane, he's going to get Iggswell down to half HP. One charge only does so much, and going a little bit too far by yourself. It means you're going into the wrong neighborhood as DB able to pick up another kill. YM, they want to go for Manu Ping here. Like, they're going to try and slow him down the Curse Crown. VT Fade is going to come across, and we should get a stun for a couple seconds. The Breville Maze is going to be held for as long as goddamn possible as Yif is coming in too. But who does he tether to? It turns out the Monkey with the bound strike on the 2. They're going to be cleaning up as VT Faded gets a nice, quick double kill that really Army Geniuses could not react in time around.
They need to worry about Arjit just stealing their stacks.
Yep. Oh god. DB is going to be here. They're going to watch it happen. Maybe get a bit of screen, but then Manu Ping comes in to make it unstoppable. LYM arriving to make it a 3v3 fight with Bramble Maze is going to be hitting on to Manu Ping, but a charge is going to be hitting into Bramble Maze with Never Strike coming out. Silence on to GY. Is going to be giving up his own life so everybody can get out, as well as Arjit, who was able to take up basically all that stack and now has got a stack for himself that he can take right on after.
Has no farming items, didn't max his farming spell in Primal
Getting
Screen.
a kill on GY too.
Yeah. Okay, now he's a bit further away.
Let's just charge in the back as we get a relocate coming on in. Arjit's going to arrive with Yif as well, but it's on by onto 2 with damage coming out. They do dodge the Terror. LM's going to survive, but the arena's actually going to put GY to the wall. The Wukongs on the high ground will commit, and so far VT Fader will not be pulled out of it as they can force at least one back. They don't get any kills out of it, or they do lose. In the end, it is not Manu Ping. It's just going to be GY, but I say that as Arjit, Citra is going to be called, going to be pinned to the walls. We do get an Inkswell and damage coming out, and Yif needs some more regen. Mech's going to be there. Cells to come out. He takes literally no damage as we got a Yule set up to go onto Womi in the mid. He becomes a pig. He gets stunned like a pig as Manu Ping is going to be trying to run the best way he can. But Jakiro looking for his own stance. Shadow Round will not be enough damage. VT Fader jumps in the backside, finding Dark Willow, pops his own BKB, and going to be smacking down that Dark Willow. Womi needs another initiation. Azura's going to be stuck in the middle of the river. Does have a blink in a couple seconds, but blinks in the mid and charge from GY finally arrives, and hits 2 with the Boundless Strike to come up, and another bash from GY. 17%, my ass.
They see him.
Boundless Strike, stun comes in. GY in the backside, just going to try and control. Wukong's in the middle of it. Can DB even get out as they've got so much control? He does jump to the edge of it, and with the BKB's pop, Sonic Wave's going to be there. Manu Ping might finally goddamn die as he's stuck in a bramble and stuck in his own death. As Manu Ping will go down 30 seconds as they use everything they've got to keep DB alive. Perfect stun combination, but the stuns need to be timed so perfectly, and maybe it's easier to spear down Yif and kill him this time. Sonic Wave means you cannot mech, as now Arjit is being left in a very awkward situation by himself. Womi might die because of a Boundless Strike in the backside. Soulbind's going to keep them pinned together as GY chains Arjit down and means he's going to lose his mega kill streak. VT Faded in the middle of the river, putting down Wukong to split up his fight as DB wants another opportunity to jump on in. LYM is going to move back, get double stacks. As we lose our Wukongs, and we might lose our Dark Willow because of it. VT Faded dominating double kills, popping his BKB and moving back as we Faded, who didn't pop his BKB yet, allowing DB to get out, but the tower, or Azura, moving too far forward, has popped his BKB, but the charge is good, the bashes are even better, but they need more physical damage, and they've got it! Azura is dead. Womi might meet the same fate unless he can walk all the way back to his high ground to give his tower away. DB farming, he's going to cut out Azura too. He's going to catch out Womi as well. He's going to catch out all of them, and VT Faded is still going in straight away, finding Womi as an easy kill to keep the arena back. Inkswell's going to be there. BKB is popped and he's already dead as Relocate comes in the backside, looking to get both these supports. Rash, definitely dead. TP out from Dark Willow will probably survive, but can we say the two calls get the same? BKB is popped. Sonic Wave falls back. GY just charges through anyway, and will somehow survive? No. Azura will finish off one more scream. The TP out from DB will make sure he survives too, but all your BKBs being used in defense, you get yourself one kill on the Spirit Breaker. You don't get the Aegis onto VT Faded, which seemed to be like your main goal at the start, and still Ragdoll, they're moving forward, ready to go for the high ground. If you don't know the monster is there, blinked the wrong way. Thought he had the best idea in his head, but it just did not work out as the charge is going to come back in because they got vision onto Womi, knowing there's no arena, and GY is just going to connect. Wukong's command in the middle of everybody as a relocate brings him on in. Sonic Wave is good, forces Yif back, maybe going to kill in the eye, but he's sustaining way too much as DB is gone, has a buyback if he wants, but Womi is definitely dead too. 48 seconds away as Azura, everybody needs to blink out as the Suns are just keeping Varesh in place, and GY is about to arrive again. Bounce Strike doesn't actually hit LYM yet, but the Shadow Realm can only last so long as the bashes and the Jingu is going to be enough as 4 are dead. 2 with buyback, but GG, it's just going to be called anyway.
Yeah, and I can't blame them. Ragdoll, they've just outclassed them from start to finish. Like, AG, they played pretty well. Obviously, the laning stage went pretty...
Right.